It's star time, and it's your boy, the Star Roddy Rod. And today, we got a very special guest. We got Ken, aka Mr. Gentleman, in the building. What's good?
Yo, Roddy, thank you for bringing me back on Star Time. It's definitely an honor to be back on the show. And yeah, Ken, that came as gentleman, host of Mr. Gentleman, like the podcast, 1/4 of the premiere podcast. Yes, I am back on Star Time. You know,
Yes, yes. So today, Ken is in the hot seats. We are discussing a lot of things, but first things first,
G. Louise, G. Louise.
you
Yeah.
got to be honorable and honest. So, your first day in Paul Robeson High School, what was going through your head when you first saw the building?
All right, so the thing was, before I got to Roasted, I was in IA 35. And I knew about Robeson because my older sister was already going there. But
Mm.
by the time I was going there, she was already leaving. So I applied for three schools. I applied for Paul Robeson, I applied for Boys and Girls, and I applied for Brooklyn Tech.
Mm.
I really wanted to go to Boys and Girls, but Robeson accepted me. With all the crap. So the first day, September 2002, I went inside there, and I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous as
As the
hell.
most of us were. Yeah.
Yeah, I was mad nervous. I know because I didn't know what to really expect. I don't know if I gonna make friends. I don't know if I was gonna get picked on. So the big thing I did was kept to myself. Kept to myself. Of course, even that's was not possible because people do talk to me and stuff like that. I made friends first. I made friends the first day, but I still wasn't sure. Like, are these gonna be people that I'm gonna talk to down the line and stuff like that? Second day came and I met this little short annoying guy named Raymond Jeremy, and things just got a little better.
Oh, that's what's up, man. You
Yeah.
deserves.
The funny thing about how I met Jeremy was second day in class. We was in history. We had government. And she had we had a teacher at the time named Miss something. Forgot her name, but he came in there and stuff like that. He wasn't making jokes. I mean, just random jokes. And I just laughed, and I guess from there, me and Jeremy became cool and stuff like that. I told they switched his class around, and yeah, but we'll get more about that a little later.
All right, all right, all right. So that's good. Right off the bat, you talk about RJB.
Yeah, yeah, second day of school, man, RJB.
So, did you see a lot of people in there from your junior high?
Only person who was with me from junior high school was Delroy.
I know who
And
Delaware is,
yeah,
yes.
and the crazy thing with Delroy, me and Delroy went to the same elementary school as well. So we went to the same elementary school, then we went to the same junior high school, then we went to the same high school together. So Delroy was the only person that I knew going into Robeson, but me and him never had the same class though. And weird because
Mm.
we both was in tech, but me and him never had the same class.
Oh, okay, okay,
But
okay.
but like a couple weeks later, I started seeing people from my junior high school, when I was junior high school, elementary school going there. So I started seeing a little bit more people I know as time went on.
Was that Felder?
Eric Felder was one of them. Another a couple more people from my elementary school who went through Robeson were there, but they didn't stay long though.
Oh, okay, okay. It'd be like that.
Yeah, yeah,
So, Aaron talked about meeting y'all in this economic class.
it was government as well. So here's the thing. So me and Jared was in another government class at first.
Hmm.
Couple like a week later, they changed Jared's class, and then a couple days later, they changed my government class. They changed my whole schedule actually.
Wow.
I don't know why they did that. They changed my whole schedule. So I ended up having Miss Lawrence, who was business government class. I don't know how I got to the business class, but that was the business class. And next thing you know, I'm in the front of that class. I'm sitting next to two teddies. I'm like, okay, nice, stuff like that. She asked everybody a question. I tried to raise my hand. I hear some dude with a deep voice answering the question. Turns out it was this dude named Rondell and stuff like that. I'm like, why did dude keep answering the question? I'm trying to answer the question. Stuff like that. know, and apparently him and Jerns had some weird beef going on during that time, so it was really stupid. Next thing you know, one day we went to the library and stuff like that, and I went with Jerms, and we see the dude with the deep voice, Rondell, there, and basically Jerms was like, "Yo, um, this is Rondell, Kenneth at the time, Ken, well, stuff like that," and so from there we became friends, just talking, playing cards and stuff like that, and that pretty much been a thing from we did it from the library to the lunchroom, just playing cards and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, how was it? How was it in the mornings? Did you come for breakfast? Did you have problems with people when you was coming in the line?
I definitely did came for breakfast. Did chilling to get to the so my class could start. I did knew some people there, so at time when I thought to know some people and stuff. I mean, I didn't really have no issues in the morning like that, but it wasn't nothing crazy, not yet. But I do got stories though about the lunchroom though. I do got stories, but when we get to that, yeah.
All right. That was the next question anyway. How was your lunch periods?
Okay, so I had two lunch periods because first time before they changed my class, I believe I was on my lunch period was fifth period, the first time
Hmm.
before they changed the class, and I remember this one story where we were always in the lunchroom, and with this blood dude, he was in there, he was in my class, and he came through one of the people that I know. He was like, yo, kill you. Trying to act like he was cool and stuff. He like, yo, stand up. In front of the lunchroom, he was like, yo, I need you to do some push-ups in front of everybody, in front of the whole lunchroom.
Oh shit.
Yeah, everybody looking at him. We looking like we didn't know what was happening because we like, yo, like, this is crazy. The dude actually started doing it. Two people stopped him, like, stop what you doing, stop it, stop it. It was just a weird time, you
It
know.
was a different person that was doing the
Yeah,
push-up.
yeah. It was that was embarrassing when I saw that. It was whew. Before y'all class came in, it was pretty wild. I'm not gonna hold you up.
So your freshman year was kind of rough, as you could say, because I personally know that your year had a lot of AKA bullies. But yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you one thing. I was bullied. I think my worst year was ninth grade actually. So
Mm.
one thing to be bullied by someone you don't know, but it's even worse to be bullied by someone you do know. So one day I'm in class and stuff like that, and I'm just doing my work. I was in this class with English class. The teacher name at the time was Miss H. She was a white teacher, but she got treated really bad to the point that
Wow.
they ran her out the school. That's how bad it was.
Damn.
So during that time we had substitutes, stuff like that. So during class, somebody I know from elementary school, we was cool and stuff like that, but of course, you know how it is when you get to high school and you want to show
Yeah.
off. You want to show off. You
Yeah.
popular. That would happen. So next thing you know, he came to me. He tried to bother me. And I look at him like, yo, dude, like, what you doing? Stuff like that. Next thing you know, he tried to choke me out, and and then people laughing. Girls laughing. Girls like, oh, choke that retarded boy out. I was quiet, so I was quiet. And alcohol during that time is hurt. It really hurt. In my head, like, yo, I can't be this nice guy no more. So next couple of days, you know, people do get me mad. People try to get me mad about it. Say what happened that day. And I don't know what happened, but I snap. I snap.
That is crazy how you
Yeah,
snapped in ninth grade. You didn't waste no time.
yeah. I snap in ninth grade. So dudes took about my mama. I was like this. I slapped him in the face. They end up fighting in the class. Next thing you know, I tripped the big dude. We started fighting. People try to break it up. I was like, yo, get the F off me. I hit him in the face. Everybody like, whoa. And yeah, things had a fight. And next thing you know, security came and took me away. The funny part about it was, as they took me away, one of the security guards know me, Miss Rogers. So she saw me. So like, Kenny, come on, Kenny. I'm like, so she was like, so stuff like that. I got in trouble. She told my parents and stuff like that because they know my family.
How did Miss Rogers know your family?
She used to live in the block.
Oh,
Yeah, the thing is, I had people who I know who went to Robeson live in my block.
and
So
staff, not
yes,
just
exactly.
kids.
Yeah, exactly. And some staff already know me too because of what my mother was doing. Because she was a security guard. She had education, so people already know who she was, and they low key knew who I was, but I didn't know who they was at the time. But of course,
Oh,
Miss Roger knew me since I was a kid, so of course she could, you know. But yeah, but that fight that I just mentioned, that was probably my first only fight I had in Robeson,
wow,
stuff like that. And even after that day, nobody picked on me in Robeson after that. So stuff like that. So
wow.
yeah. The funny thing though, I didn't know this until later. George was at the door when I was fighting, and I didn't know this was when George saw the fight and stuff like that.
Well, though he was in that class.
He got transferred already. He was transferred out the class already. He was in the class, but they transferred him out already.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So he was there during that time, but he came by the door for some reason. But yeah, he saw the fight.
So, other than that, you remember the teachers you had when you was in ninth grade, or?
Well, I had to write them down. I knew this would come, so I had to write them down. So for my government, I had the teacher named, I guess, Miss Lynn, and then Miss Lawrence,
Mm-hmm.
and then for second term, I had Miss Y James second term.
Mm-hmm.
For math, I don't remember who I had for math first term, but for second term, I had Miss Delcam.
Oh, okay.
Then for living environment, I had Miss McGee.
Mm-hmm.
Then then for English, the teacher name is Miss H. But then her replacement was Miss Alder. Miss Alder came in ninth grade. And I don't remember who was my second term. I think Miss Alder probably was through my second term as well. And for computer, I had Miss Bertrand. And for gym, I have Nose. And I had Mage.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
That was the next thing I was gonna ask you.
yeah.
How was your gym? How was gym? Did you do basketball? What did you do?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. The gym, I do not remember what I did. I believe I did basketball. I believe I did volleyball. And I did a lot of talking too. But I did participate. But I believe I did volleyball more than anything though. I never did the weight room, but I wanted to do the weight room, but I never got a chance to do it. So
So you had gym all 4 years, or?
all 4 years,
Hmm.
all 4 years. Nose was the gym before they switched my class to Mage. Then Nose again 7th grade. Then Nose again 11th grade. Then Mage again before he died. I had Mage before he died,
What
basically.
was No's favorite saying?
55, 55.
I wanted to hear. You touch that door, you're gonna get a 55.
Basically, I mean, they didn't Nose like me. I never had a problem with Nose, so Nose always, cause Nose knew that I always just participate in his class, so I never had that issue with Nose and stuff like that.
Nose used to make fun of my last name, so man.
He did me too. Trust me, he did too. He always used to say
He
Goma
said,
Pal.
Fecker?
He always used to say for me. Do you remember the show called Goma Pal? That
Nah.
that way that way he kept saying, yeah, that what he said for me. Like he could say the
Mm-mm.
show about Goma Pal that used to come on back in the day. I'm like, come on, Nose, don't do that. Don't do that, Nose.
Cause Nose tried to be a funny guy, for real.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was, yeah, he was. He was funny though. He had his moments. He was funny. He was funny. Yeah, Nose was
So do you
funny.
never have Miles and Baron?
Nah, nah. I never had Miles. Always seen Miles, but I never had Miles. And I don't think I ever had Barrett. Nah.
Okay, okay.
And then
Yeah.
after me, I think I had Nose again. Nose took over for me. Spy had Nose took over.
So you had gym all types of periods, right? Morning,
Yeah,
in the afternoon,
yeah,
midday.
yeah, yeah. Ninth grade, my gym was my first class in ninth grade. Before I even
Wow.
had Nose. And then
That's
when they
dope
switched
because you
it,
come in the building, you go straight downstairs. Oh.
yeah. And then when they switched it for Mage, gym was my last period in
Mm.
ninth grade. So yeah, I always have gyms either like the beginning of the day or at the end of the day majority of the time, which is weird.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is something.
yeah, yeah.
So how did you feel when you heard the news of Mage? Take me through that day.
So I remember because this was towards 12th grade. I was at Baffert class. I had been to Baffert in 12th grade, and during the time we were doing regular stuff, with the rest in on the loudspeaker. And then he said May passed away. Everybody was crying in class. Baffert was shocked. Baffert let us out early. I went to my locker. I met up with Rondell and Germs because me and Rondell had health during that time.
Hmm.
Went to Mr. Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez was crying. He was like, "Nah, y'all go home, go home. No class today, go home."
Crying.
Then yeah, yeah, Mr. Rodriguez was crying. Yeah, he said, "Go home." Next thing you know, everybody says, "Have a day, go home." Everybody go home, and yeah, everybody chill on my block, and yeah, that was the day.
For some reason, I don't remember letting out at midday.
It was early. Yeah, I got out early that day because usually we go to the library, but the basketball team was there, as Rondell mentioned in his episode. Yeah, the basketball team was in there during the time, and plus we used to work in the library, so we couldn't go to the library. It was chaos. It was chaos that day. People fighting each other, with people throwing cans, people throwing mad stuff. It was a wild
I
day.
I remember from what I've seen, it was the worst day in row
It
that
was.
I've
Yeah,
experienced in history. I just didn't know it was like a World War III type of shit.
yeah, it was crazy, yo. It was crazy. So they say, yo, go home because it was a wild day, yo. It was a wild day, yo.
No, I got let out early.
Yeah, yeah, we got let out early and basically chilled at the block for the rest of the day, basically.
Okay. Um. So you took tech.
Yeah, I was tech. Yeah, I was tech.
All right. You remember what other tech teachers you had?
10th grade, I had Mr. Boyd for 10th grade. He was my computer teacher for 10th grade. 11th grade, I had Miss Pooch, and then
Oh,
12th
Miss
grade, I had
Poole.
BE. Yeah, I had Miss Pooch 11th grade, and then 12th grade, I had BE.
Miss Poole was sweet, yo. I like her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was cool. Yeah, she was cool. And then I called her Miss E for 12th grade.
So, I know I'm going backwards, but what was your sophomore year like?
Sophomore. Sophomore was alright. Well, one thing about me in sophomore year is that I was girl crazy sophomore year. I would try to get with everything sophomore year, and I would just got rejected heavy to a lot sophomore year.
At
That
least you
was
had the courage to do it.
shockingly, I think I know ninth grade. I had questions in ninth grade too, and there was one girl I liked in ninth grade, and I couldn't even say hi to her. That how she was a baddie. I couldn't say hi to her. I'll tell you who they all are after the show.
On screen, all
I
right,
don't
cool.
mention their name. Okay, I don't mention their name. And then one time in ninth grade where I had a question her, I wanted to buy her chocolate. She turned me down saying, I can't eat chocolate or anything. But on Valentine's Day, that same girl was like, hey kid, happy Valentine's Day, and gave me chocolate. I think that was sweet of her. And with
Oh,
one girl who I met in ninth grade, who me and her was cool, but I had a crush on her. I got her number, and we were talking and stuff like that. So 10th grade came, and I tried to get with her. I wrote her love notes, telling her that I like her, but I got turned down. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You live, you learn. You live, you learn. And that was a
yeah.
that was, but that was the majority of my 10th grade though. Basically, getting turned down, trying to pretty much find my place now. Cause I wasn't trying to be too quiet, but I was through the quiet guy. I was basically trying to find my place in 10th grade. But one thing I could say that my grades was still great. Based from ninth to 10th grade, when it came to schoolwork, I was killing it though. So that was a good
Oh,
thing.
I was gonna ask you that later, but hey, you ready to answer that question?
Yeah, yeah. My grades were actually pretty good in ninth to 10th grade. Basically, ninth grade was like 80, 80 average through 10th grade was like 75, 80 average, stuff like that. I was a city group material, but I through was a smart dude, basically. Say.
Gotcha, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, but 10th grade was cool. I mean, I liked my teachers that I have for 10th grade though. I feel like I liked them than any other grade I have.
So 10th grade year, your sister went to the school.
Yeah, yeah, my sister came to Robeson in 10th grade. Yeah.
So did y'all go to school? Did y'all walk together? Like,
I feel like we did, and then once we got to school, we pretty much went our separate ways, basically.
well, yeah, obviously, because the line is a boy line and a girl line. And then y'all didn't have the same classes. Y'all were in the same
Nah,
year.
yeah,
But
yeah,
having her there, you didn't feel like a little different.
yeah, a little bit, yeah, cause even times of her, she was trying to hook me up with some people in Robeson too during the time. Like she has like I got some people that you should get with, and I remember two people. Like I said, I won't say no names. I'll tell you on screen.
Tell me your screen.
Yeah, but one of them, both of them was in your grade. One of them, she was a baddie, but she ended up getting a man, you know. And then the other one, she just wasn't interested in me. Or like, it's cool, it's cool. but yeah, but it was cool. But also, more people from my elementary school who was in her grade started coming into the school as well. That I knew,
Mm.
that the people that I knew, yeah, started coming to school as well.
Right,
That
right. Obviously,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, obviously, yeah,
that's supposed to happen, right? So yeah, so 10th grade year, you have more classes with germ.
yeah. Definitely had more classes with Jersey in 10th grade. The teachers I have in 10th grade was Miss Wilkerson, who was
Hmm.
my US three. Mr. Try was Mr. Try was my guy.
You already
Mr.
know.
Try
It's a
was my
try. I
guy.
like
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Try was my guy. Spanish. I had Spanish in 10th grade. I had Miss Sinning.
the
Jerns was with
sending.
me in that class. Miss Sinning. Jerns was with me in that class. Then I have Miss Thomas for math.
Mm,
And then I changed it to Miss Laudia. And then
mm,
second time I had Mr. Baffris, which I really like Mr. Baffris. Me and him was that cool. Called Jim, I called still had nose. And then
hmm.
computer had Mr. Boyd. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I can't remember if it's anybody else, any other class I have a temp, but those are all the ones I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect you to have everything in memory.
Yeah,
It's 20
yeah.
some years.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's not like it happened yesterday, so I don't expect it. But
Oh, but
you got
also
something?
10th grade. Yeah, yeah. Also 10th grade.
Hmm.
Um, me and Rondell Jerns started getting more closer to 10th grade. I also started getting a locker 10th grade. I had a locker on the second floor,
Hmm.
stuff like that. Like I said, Rondell mentioned this on your his episode that we started a group called Mix Masters where we sell CDs and stuff. I sell tapes. I was doing the tape thing, and shockingly enough, people did brought tapes. Shockingly enough, which is weird. but 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 this is something that he did not tell you though.
What?
During this time, we had a rival.
Who was the
We had a
rival?
little we had a little rival. It was me and Rondell versus Jerns and Jody.
Oh.
So Jerns and Jody they stayed at Mix Masters, but me and Rondell we changed our name. We changed our name to Quicksilver.
Mm.
Yeah, and basically we'll see who could sell more CDs and stuff more. And of course, me and Rondo, we killed them way more than Jordan and Jody and stuff like that.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah,
Basically, how did y'all make the CDs? Was it CDs where y'all just had the label put on and then you put the artist names and the stuff on it and print out on the back? Like how'd y'all do it?
basically, you know how you burn CDs?
Hmm.
You download it from like on Windows Media, you put it on the CD, and then I guess the songs, you put the song list on it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, basically.
Because
Which
I
how you
remember when
burn
I was burning
CDs?
CDs, we kind of I when I was burning CDs, we kind of try to make it as professional and different as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah, definitely, yeah,
We had laser print. We printed out covers and everything because we had a software where you could print out the covers and rip it out and um tear it out with the scissors and stuff.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
was asking if you did it like
yeah.
that or you just wrote on
Even
it.
with the tape, even though the tape part was harder because would sound somewhat weird, but even with that, I even did that, and that even sold something too. So
Well, you
it made
did
it a little more.
tapes and
I
CDs.
did, yeah, I did tapes. I did tapes. Yeah, I did tapes and CD. Yeah,
I can't believe people was buying tapes at the time.
yeah. It's weird time, son. Weird time. Weird time. But
So
yeah,
let me ask you:
yeah.
did you make tapes of like the popular, people that CDs that came out, like 50 and Usher and them, or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, songs that was out during that time, basically. Like Jay Z, Nas, Kanye was just coming out. We call it Dropout. Usher had a Confession album. I believe Confession was out that time because
Yeah, it was.
doing during this time, me, Wanda, and Germs every Friday we used to after school we used to go to the CD store, whether it be a real CD store or the flea market. We buy a bootleg CD store, and we get ideas from there. That way we go home, we download it, put it on our laptop, and if people want to add it to their collection, we could burn it and put it on CD and do it that way.
That is something, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was fun too. It was fun too.
Damn.
But yeah, no, I know Rondo mentioned this a little bit, but he didn't fully get to this.
What was
We
it?
we we also fought some bloods in 10th grade too.
That was 10th grade year? Wow.
Yeah. So the story about that was one day me and Rondo were going to the city store. It's like no more Friday, no more Friday.
Mhm.
I don't know where Jordan was at during this time. Jordan must have went somewhere or went home or something. But we would go to the store, and it was this dude who was in my class and Rondo class. He came to us. He was a blood, of course, and he tried to pick on Rondo, and then he tried to pick on me because I was associated with Rondo at the time. He was just like, yo, with the stuff fight, yo, fight, all this dumbness. He had his boy with him, stuff like that. The dude tried to hit me. I block his hit. I block his hit. Like, dude tried to hit me again. Rondo came and punched the dude out of nowhere. Next thing you know, his boy came in. His boy started fighting. They started fighting. The fight was going on for like at least 5 to 10 minutes. You know, the fighting right by like the corner of Atlantic and Keystone, right by the
Oh, where
park,
they had that little
nearby
park
my.
right there?
Yeah. But we were right before we get to the park, though. Before we get to the
Oh,
park.
got it, got it.
Everybody was watching. Everybody like, oh, and we all fighting and stuff like that. Oh. Next thing you know, this random old lady came. She's like, I know you too. To two dudes. Like, I know you too. You better run before I tell your mother. They ran. They ran after that.
I'm
They ran.
dead.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. So of course I was upset. I was upset and stuff like that. I was like, man, I don't even want to go there today, yo. I'm going home. So I'm straight upset. I was ready to go home, and yeah. Next thing you know, Monday happened. We went to school. He looking at me because me and him had the same class. Me and him was the same math class before they changed my class. He looking at me and he this him. He gave me respect. I looked at him like, okay,
You talking about the dude?
and then yeah, the dude he nodded at me and then walked away. And
Wow.
I don't know what that was about, but I was like, okay. A couple years later, like post Robeson, we bump into him
Hmm.
and we bump into him downtown. And he was like, yo, I just want to say sorry for what I did that day. Man, we would just be bugging. I respect y'all. Y'all keep doing your thing. And I was like, wow. It was just crazy how thing went full circle after that. You know,
That is something, bro.
that was. But also now that we on through 10th grade, I had another altercation that I want to get to that happened to me.
Okay.
Like this was the third day of school. I had all red on, bugging out. I don't know what I was thinking. I had all red on,
Oh,
and me
fuck.
and one, yeah, I had all red on. I don't know what I was thinking. I had a red shirt, blue jeans. I don't know
You
what I was
didn't know
thinking.
better at that time.
I did not know better at the time. I didn't think. It don't think that you wear something, but you don't think nothing will happen.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah,
remember when I was going to rope, I avoided, I mean, I wore a lot of blue, but I avoided red like
yeah,
the plague.
but boy, I was wrong. So one day, me and my friend, we walking home one day. Like five dudes came in front of us. You're like, yo, you blood? I'm like, no. I'm like, no, not at all. Stuff like that. Like, this dude punched me in the face. the boy that who was with me, he ran. So next thing you know, if 5 against 1, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. One thing about me, even though I'm a quiet dude, I don't back down from a fight ever. So I'm ready to fight. Win or lose, I'm ready. Next thing I know, this random dude like, yo, chill out. That's my boy. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Like, the 5 dudes look at me. They're like, I got you. I got you. And I look over there, and turns out I know who the dude is.
Mm.
Remember I told you a story in ninth grade. The dude told this one dude to do push in front of the whole school.
Yeah.
That dude saved my life that day. That
Oh.
dude saved my life that day. Yeah, he saved my life that day. He told the dude to not fight me. But it was like I was shocked. But I know after that day though, I never wore red at Robeson no more though. So that way that won't happen. I never wore red after that no more.
Got it, got it, got it.
Yeah.
So 11th grade year came, and this is when y'all started Blaze of Glory.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start. So the end of 10th grade, myself, Jern, Sam, and Jody, we all leave the school and stuff like that. And for some reason, the end of the year, end of the school year, we all found out that we had talent. I found out that Rondell, Germs, could rap. I found out Jody could rap. They found out that I could write songs. They found out I could sing. So I kept that in. I didn't tell nobody about that. And we found out about that like the end of 10th grade. So 11th grade came, and we knew that we wanted to do music, but we were basically a group with no name. Basically, it was basically at the moment we're basically a plan, so it wasn't no full vision on what we're gonna do. And one thing that I wanted to do first, I wanted to change my name. You know, I didn't want people to call me Kenneth no more because when people call me Kenneth, it was reminding of my father.
But you also
So
had like two other Kenneths in your year, right?
yeah, but that too,
I know one.
that too, that
I met both.
yeah, that too. So I was just like, yeah, I gotta change my identity. So I thought I wanted to tell people to call me Ken,
From then.
but of course I got joke behind that because Ken the
From being
barber.
Ken. Yeah.
But yeah, Ken the barber. But I didn't care. I needed to change up. So I want to start to go with Ken, and I needed something to mask my identity if we go do this group thing. So of course it was this artist by the name of New Soul Child. He had his third album, Soul Star. And
Hmm.
for some reason it was catchy. So you're like, you know what? I'm gonna call myself Ken the Soul Star. You know. So I got my name for that. You know. So when the name Blaze of Glory happened, what we did was we asked many people in the library to pick a name. All of them pick a name, and we narrowed it down to 4 names. The 4 names was Blaze of Glory, which was based on the Clips song Blaze of Glory, Quicksilver, Mixed Masters, and some other name that I can't remember what it was. And we asked everybody to
It didn't
narrow down
matter
what name
now
would
though,
be good
so
for us. Yeah, it don't matter. but we narrowed down what name would be good for us. And everybody picked Blaze of Glory, and that's the name we went with Blaze of Glory, something like that.
gotcha, gotcha.
But
So
so the original member was just me, myself, Aaron, Quinto San, RJB, and Jody at the time.
so when did Lee come in?
Okay, now we already reminded. Now we got reminded now. So Lee, we met Lee at ninth grade. Lee
Hmm.
also got transferred to our government class as well.
Hmm.
Just like me and Jerns, he was lost in class just like us. And randomly, Lee was by himself. Randomly, just told Lee, "Yo, come here, come chill with us," and stuff like that. And basically, Lee was just with us playing cards, talking, having a good time, stuff like that. So we were basically like 4 friends that's playing cards, lunchtime, chilling, stuff like that.
Hmm.
But then Leach like class changed again and he disappeared basically.
Oh, I thought he was
Yeah,
also part of BUC or BOC,
nah,
BOG.
it was a part of the BOG process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so Blazer Glory was after y'all left 10th grade going into 11th.
Yeah. Blaze
So
Glory,
during
yeah,
that
Blaze
summer,
Glory.
y'all met up.
I believe, yeah, we did met up during that summer. Hang out and hang. About no, we didn't actually. Cause I went away that summer. I went away to Universal for like a couple of weeks. So I
Hmm.
definitely did hang out with the. I definitely hang with the fellas that month. I probably hang out with them probably once or twice during the summer. I believe we did went to the movies during the summer, but yeah, I think 11th grade. I think 11th grade we hang out way more though.
So when you came back 11th grade,
Yeah,
that was when y'all was that was when y'all was officially Blazer Glory.
yeah. And with 11th grade, all our minds have changed. Rondo had got a new look. He got his hair. I wanted to be more out there because that year, those next 2 years, I didn't want to be the quiet kid no more. Basically, I wanted to really be out there. And yeah, and us, yeah, we just trying to basically switch up who he was basically.
I get that. Yeah.
Improvement.
All right. So 11th grade, yeah. How? Do you remember what you had? I mean, who you had?
For 11th grade, I have English. I have Miss Saint Victor. For science, I had Miss Strecky again. For history, I have Miss Theodore.
Mm.
Oof, get to that. And then for computer, I have Miss Pooch. I don't remember who I have for math for 11th grade.
So I think you mentioned that you had a class that the teacher was couldn't handle. That was the one that the teacher had ran out. There was other classes where the kids was out of hand.
Not really. Actually, I think that was really the only main one. I think that was the main one that people could really handle, and that was like ninth grade.
Okay. So was so after y'all used to go to the writing center in 11th grade?
Oh yeah. We started going to the right center in 11th grade. 11th grade, actually, 11th grade was pretty cool. So, except for like one moment, but 11th grade was pretty cool. Yeah, we started going to the right center more. Miss Siegel started to really be, fond of us, being there and stuff like that. Shout out to Miss Siegel. Also, since my grade for 10th, for ninth and 10th was so good, I got invited to go to this program. And the program was called TCP with Miss Levy.
Mm.
Yeah, that started in 11th grade. And it was basically people who have not city group grades, but grades who was too good, stuff like that. Rondell also got an invite for that. Churn got an invite for that. And a couple other people who got an invite for TCP. Originally, it was just a migrate thing. Originally,
Then I end
before
up
they
going
opened,
into my year too.
before they opened it up for other people, before they opened up to other people and stuff like that. And it was cool. It basically was a program where we discuss like topics and stuff like that. We go on trips and the other community stuff. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's there's nothing more exciting that happened during your 11th grade, right?
Um. Well. I got my first failing grade in 11th grade, which
Wow.
was Miss Theodore. She failed me.
What class was
In 11th.
Theodore in? Yeah.
She was government. She was a history.
Oh, history. Okay. So did you have to
Yeah.
go to summer school?
I did. Yeah, I had to go to some school for that. Yeah, and I mean, I got the credit back, but she messed up basically my whole grade during that time. And also during that class, I had a lot of people who were teaching pets too, who kissed her butt. I did had a lot of people who got good grades in that class. But it is what
Been
it
an
is, though.
odyssey.
I mean, it is what it is, though. It is what it is.
It's been an
But yeah.
odyssey.
I feel like as more things happen. Actually, the group expanded more. No, Blaze of Glory expanded more in 11th grade. We added more
Tell me more
people.
about that.
So of course we added Mally Mel in 11th grade. He was in ninth grade during the time. We first met him at the Writing Center because they had an open mic on Friday. And I remember Miss Kambali told us to stay. So we
Hmm.
stayed one day, and I remember we were in a circle and stuff like that. And it was, and, Mally Mel started rapping and stuff like that. And we were looking like, yo, this is cool. Okay, he can rap and stuff like that. Then of course they invited us to the Bronx Chocolate Cafe, and Mally performed again on stage. And me, Jerns, and Rondell looking at this like, yo, we gotta add him to the team. So Rondell and Jern, they came to Mally Mal and asked him to join the Blaze of Glory,
Hmm.
and we're cool ever since. Also, we had a girl in Blaze of Glory at one point as well.
Yeah, I know. Tamisha,
Well,
right?
not only just her, she got added when we was in 12th grade. 11th grade, we added this girl named Amanda, who was in our grade. She joined Blaze of Glory in 11th grade.
Oh,
Also, yeah,
Amanda.
also, I don't think you ever knew that we had a girl group too that
Mm.
added that had we joined Blaze of Glory. It was this
Was it
girl named
something like Destiny's Child?
yeah, it was, it
I
was,
figured.
it was,
Oh,
it was, it was this girl named Cassandra, this girl named Christine, and Nally.
oh, wow, really?
Yeah, and the funny story about Nally is that one day me and I were chilling and stuff like that behind the staircase, and she said that she could sing. I'm like, you can sing? Since when? So next thing you know, she said she was singing, and she could really sing. But the thing was, she was always shy about it. She would never sing in front of people. She always sing like behind the staircase and stuff like that. But
I
she
didn't
was
even
always
know she can sing, and she was in
yeah,
my year.
yeah, she was talented. She's talented, and stuff like that. So we formed the girl group. Um, I wrote some song for them and stuff like that. It didn't work out, but I tried my best. We even had single off who we had a single who for people who wanted to be like the first lady of Blaze of Glory. It was hilarious. I know Sam spoke about that a little bit about that, and we had of course rap battles and stuff like that.
Sounded like
It
there
was
was
a
in
fun.
a freaking. Sounded like there was in a freaking competition or something, bro.
It was a fun time. It was a fun time during that time. I'm not gonna hold you. It was a really fun time during that time, and it was fun. And it motivated us to try to make music. I know during 11th grade we only had one song, but it never was recorded. But we made a song called "It's a Love Thing," and that was the only song that we made. We performed it once. We performed it once in the open mic and stuff like that.
Mm.
It was in the way. It was a catchy song. Myself, Sands, Germs, and Molly. I think by then Jody went to another group that we could, that that happened later. But yeah,
Jody was out basically at that time.
he was he didn't stay in the Blaze of Glory for too long.
So your 12th
But
grade year,
nevertheless, the 11th grade fun though. 11th grade fun though, except for
word.
Miss
Okay,
Theater.
okay.
Yeah, but except for Miss Theater, Miss Theater failing me. But yeah, 11th grade fun.
So you came back as a senior.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Senior was cool. I tried to do a lot of stuff senior year. I was
Like
doing
what?
TCP. I was doing TCP. Of course, I was with the off the hook team with Miss Siegel and Miss Kambali. I tried to do chorus for one day with Ashton, Tiff, and Angelica because Miss Kambali recommended that I should go so I could get my singing part better for the music scene. And I did it for like probably I think one time. What else? What else? Of course, we had B Cal, of course, happened senior year, and how that happened. They came to Robeson and told us about coming to Brooklyn College on Saturday, and then how that happened.
Yeah, same
I
thing
know
for
that.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Taz as well happened, and that happened at B Cal actually. It was a Taz happened at B Cal, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, I try to do a lot of stuff senior year. Try to do as stuff as much as possible.
I see. Like, so seeing yeah,
Yeah.
you just kept yourself busy. When did you get the job in the library?
When I get the job in the library, I was working in the library 10th and 11th.
That's why I remember meeting Jerms for the first time.
Yeah, cause me and Jeremy both working in the library. Yeah, we were doing the 10th and 11th. I got suspended for the library 11th because I was on school next too much. It's MySpace and stuff too much because that was a thing in 11th grade. But yeah, yeah,
So they used to pay out and all of that, or that was volunteer. What?
it was volunteer. It was based on like extra credit. It was extra credit.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, it was extra credit.
So in 12th grade, you didn't do library.
Nah, I didn't do library in 12th grade. I was doing too much stuff in 12th grade. I couldn't do library.
Gotcha,
I couldn't do
gotcha.
library. Yeah, I couldn't do library.
When y'all the Brooklyn College room was downstairs at the time, and then of course y'all heard about it, and
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
like me, y'all you went in there and there was advertising
yeah.
to come to the Brooklyn College
Yep, pretty much.
site
Yep.
from the room
Yeah,
and all that. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
y'all started to go there after school and on Saturdays.
yeah, yeah. I know we mainly went there on Saturdays mainly. We went there after school sometime because was doing TCP and stuff like that. So Sunday, if we didn't have like nothing going on after school, then we would go to Brooklyn College at school sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me. This is one of those things where I learned to manage my time on different things, and it wasn't easy.
Mm. So
Yeah,
what else? You did the yearbook committee, right?
yeah. I did a yearbook committee.
You want to talk
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, we can talk about that. So, I was doing the yearbook committee on 12th grade and stuff like that for a little bit, and they were doing the voting for the thing. So I put myself down for most creative, and I put myself for best group as a joke. I put down for best group as a group. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put my group down for best group and see what happened. I didn't think nothing of it, but a lot of people were voting for us. Like a
Mm.
lot of people voted for us. When the first round came, we won the first round.
Mm.
A lot of people was upset that we won the first round.
What?
A lot of people was yes. A lot of people was upset. People in the committee was upset that we won the first round. They said, "Oh, it's rigged. Rigged this. Oh, it's rigged. We gotta do a recount because they was upset because their friends were in the yearbook. Their friend didn't win first round. So when they did a second round, stuff like that, all their friends got in and we wasn't in the yearbook. All the popular group got in, we was in the yearbook. So we got slaughtered in that. I was like, wow, okay.
I know that must have felt real bad.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I'm out there. I'm off this committee. I'm out this committee. Stuff like that. So yeah.
That
So
is something.
I was upset when that happened, yo. I was upset.
And you just should stop showing up after that day.
No, I didn't show back to the committee after that day. I didn't show back. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Feel you,
I'm
bro.
good. Shoot, not only that you shoved me for the best group, but you shoved me for most creative as well. Cause during that time, the senior year, I started to write my songs more. I started to post my poetry more, and I started posting it on Scorex and stuff too. So a lot of people started to see it. A lot of people started to like to start to know who I was. Basically, they started to know who Ken the Soul Star was. Stuff like
Mm.
that. So yeah, that was basically what the birth. Basically, what the birth of that. You know.
So what was the with Blaze of Glory? Y'all did the mixtape for Miss Siegel, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
had a couple songs on
Yeah, off the hook. Yeah, off the hook. Yeah, we did the off the hook CD stuff like that. I got to tell you the story about me and love. So the The meaning of love started from music class.
Really? That's
Yeah,
what's
it
up.
started from music. It was a music class project. So be my at the time, I gotta tell you the teacher I had for 12th grade. So for 12th grade, I had Miss Gotti for English. Then I had Miss Ordell again. Then for I had health for 12th grade. Then for music, I had three music teachers for 12th grade.
There's three
Before
different.
I had three music teachers, yeah. Before Mr. Tima was a permanent teacher. But the Tima was not my permanent teacher at first. The first teacher I had was this guy named Mr. E. He's a white guy who did music. Then I had Mr. Boyd, who was my computer teacher in 10th grade. He was
What?
like he was my replacement teacher until we had an actual teacher. And then Mr. Tima was my actual music teacher during my last market period. Then of course also for math I had Mr. Baffris and Mr. Alexander, and then for VE I had Ms. E. Oh, and also since Ms. Theodore failed me last year, I had to make up that class, and I had Miss Jane to make up for the history class because of Miss Theodore.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So so back to the music teacher. So yeah, so I had Mr. E for music at first, and he asked to
I
do a
don't even know
project
these
of a
people.
song. Yeah, yeah. By the time you had him, he left. He left when Tima
Rover.
came. Literally, yeah, he left when Tima
Wait,
came.
Tima wasn't always there?
No, not when I had him. I had Tima. I had Tima. Tima was third market period, first term. That's when I had Tima. I had a completely different teacher at the beginning of the term.
Got it.
Completely different teacher.
So I didn't
I
know
had him.
Tima was just starting at Rover. Found that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He just started role the 2006. So I had Mr. E, and he asked us to write a song for a project. So I decided to write the meaning of love, and I just writing it. I didn't think nothing of it. I just writing it. He gave me an 80 for that paper. He gave me an 80.
That's what's up, yo.
Yeah, yeah. And I started showing it to everybody. Everybody loved the song. It was two things people loved when I wrote was that meaning of love and this poem called "In My Own Words" and stuff like that. And "In My Own Words" got to the yearbook that year.
Wow.
Yeah, but the meaning of love, people loved it. People loved the meaning of love, and like they know, I went to the writing center. I started making the beat. And yes, to confirm, I made the beat. I made the beat. Sans co-produced the beat. Sans was listening to the beat. Saying like, y'all like this, but it's missing something. Then Sans added the strings, and that how that happened. So yeah, Nicky, know I made the beat, I made the song. Everybody liking it. We in the writing center. It was made in the writing center. Everybody loving it. They're like, okay, this dope. It's dope. Molly Mel came over. Molly Mel was feeling it. Molly like, okay, I like this. So I asked Molly Mel, yo, you want to be on the song? And he was so happy when I asked him to be on the song. He was so happy. He wrote his verse. He wrote his verse like that. He wrote his
Huh.
verse like that. He wrote his verse like that. He was ready. He was ready. Stuff like that.
Mally
And we
was
making
still
the
eager back then.
yeah yeah that boy was ready. Yes, he was ready. And we
Yeesh.
wrote the song. And we wrote the song and stuff like that. And we recorded it. I'm not gonna lie. I wish the recording process was better and which was more like choppier. But I mean, for what it was good for what it was. But I think with the recording process was better. So I feel
Got it.
like if we wanted to make that song today, we would kill it. I spoke about this. Me and Malik spoke about this on the trilogy, his episode of the trilogy. So y'all will hear it. Y'all hear a story about that on that as well. But yeah, if we wanted to make this today, it would be way better than what it was in 2006.
I feel you. I feel you. And then
Yeah,
yeah, I had more songs on the soundtrack on the
yeah,
mixtape.
yeah. We also have "Shaking the Pop It" on the mixtape. You know, Rondell was originally on the track, but due to what he was saying, he got censored off the track. So it was just me and Jerns. It was just me and Jerns, and I had to make an improv. I made an improv first. Honestly, I wrote that verse on the spot. You know, she was up in the club getting popping with some popping bottle with my. I wrote that. I wrote that off the bat, off the top of my head. Just matching with the beat, and that's how that happened.
Wow. And
Yeah,
then y'all was telling me that Shaking and Poppin' was extremely big.
it was. Every time Jerry would play that beat in the right center, everybody would dance to it. Everybody would come in. Everybody would come into the right center, and when they hear Shaking and Pop It, everybody would dance to it. Like everybody would dance to it. Like literally dance to it. Like literally.
I think that should
Even
have
Miss
been
Sequel,
a precursor to setting up.
it should have been. It should have been. Even Miss Kambali Masika was jamming to it. That's how you know it was a hit. That's how you know it was a hit. Like Jern was a genius. Jern was a genius for that song. Like for real, he was a genius for that song. And that song was made. We went to Brooklyn College because they had DJ classes at Brooklyn College. Jern brought it to Roll to redo it. Same
Got it.
exact way.
Wow.
Yeah, Jern was a genius for that song. And of course, we also had Blaze Up Anthem as well. And me and Mally made the chorus for Blaze Up Anthem. Me and Mally
Hmm.
made the chorus for Blaze Up Anthem. Sans was supposed to be in that song too. I don't know what happened to him in that song.
I thought he was.
He just didn't show up to the recording. I think that way he didn't show up to the recording. Um, Tamisha was on it. We added Tamisha
Where
Senior
did y'all
Year
record these
to
stuff?
Blaze Up Click.
Where did y'all record?
Hold on. We record in a computer class upstairs.
Oh, got it, got it.
Yeah, we recorded in a computer class upstairs.
So they had a microphone and all that stuff set up, or y'all just recorded to the computer? Or what?
I didn't record it to the computer. Yeah, we
Okay, you
recorded
could do it that way
computer.
too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like I said, it was a rush. It was a rush process. It was a rough process. Stuff like that. We skipped multiple days of TCP to do that recording. To do those recording though, stuff like that. Um, but yeah. So my dad was supposed to be on the track. He wasn't. Molly was on the track. I was on the background vocals. Tamisha was on the track, and Jones was on the track.
Got it.
Yeah, yeah. But I felt like even though the song was cool, the way it was mixed down, it sounded terrible though.
Mm,
The way it was mixed down sounded terrible though. I felt like if it was mixed correctly, it would sound way better.
wow,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that is something, bro.
Yeah.
Also, you went to prom on your 12th grade year.
I knew the question was coming. I knew the question was coming. I know you're curious how I took a 10th grader to prom.
Yeah,
I know you. So I got to the story. It's a funny story actually. So one day, I'm chilling, cause I was friend with Aria and her crew, and cause Amanda was friends with them too, and stuff like that. And Aria made a joke, say, "Hey, you wanna take me to prom?" And I was like, "Yeah." But I wasn't even joking when I said that. They didn't know she was serious. She was serious. They didn't know she started getting everything, get her dress, getting my shirt and stuff like that, getting the limo. She paid for everything. She paid for everything, and honestly, for her to do that, I was like, wow, because she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that, stuff like that. So shout out to her for that, and shout out to her for making me have a good time at prom. That's one thing that I would never forget. You know, that one thing somebody ever did for me that I never think somebody would ever do. So that really meant a lot. Like for real.
wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That was out of random.
It was, and the thing about it, this thing was planned probably March, like March of that year. Mind you, I was dating somebody later that year in school
Oh
and
wow.
stuff like that. So yeah, so it was like, yeah, it was
Oh
it was
yeah.
amazing. Yeah,
Trina friend, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. And that's a whole nother story how that happened. That's another story how that happened. I don't mind talking about it, but
Okay, you can mention it real fast.
yeah, how that happened was basically Rondell and Trina basically. Rondell brought the idea like, hey, well, how you feel about dating her friend? At first, I was like, I don't know if I want to. I don't think she into me like that. She, stuff like that. But at time when I started thinking about it, like, you know what, that don't sound like a bad idea. It turns out she did like me
Mm.
and wanted me and stuff like that. So I mean, her got to know each other better. It was weird because I was taking Ariel to the prom already, so I couldn't take her to the prom because I was already happy because she already played. She already say I already say yeah to her since like earlier that year.
Hmm.
So that, but me and her made official like probably June, and we dated for like a couple months, and then the thing fell apart. Due to a lot of stuff, life stuff we won't go get to, but yeah,
Yeah, you have to get to
but
it. I get it.
yeah, but she's a good girl. She's actually a good girl, a good woman, I should say. And yeah, you know, definitely a good person.
Yeah. All right. So overall experience of role was all right for you. You had your
Yeah,
ups
I
and
mean
downs.
overall, yeah, we have had ups and downs. Had ups and downs for Robeson, but overall it was a cool experience. One thing that it did taught me to be a better person than I am today, though. Still health. Look at me now. I'm not the same guy who I was in Rose, the same quiet guy. I mean, I do have my shy moments, but yeah, yeah, I can say I grew a lot though,
All
and
right.
still way more to go with that.
All right. So now want to get into what happened post Robeson days.
I
So you went to LaGuardia College?
Yeah, I went to LaGuardia College for a little bit. I worked there for a little bit. Went there for school for a little bit. I had an internship there. It was a good couple of months. We also got paid for the program and paid for working there, so it was a good experience. Good experience, and it was
It
many
was
things
great
we
because
did
it
with
was
that.
you, Germs, and
Yeah,
Sands again.
yeah, yeah. Basically, yeah. Three, us three again, yeah, and stuff like that. It was a cool experience.
And then time y'all regrouped into the Blaze Up Click, right?
Yeah, so the rebrand didn't happen because Blaze of Glory was us and Robeson. Blaze of Glory was us and Robeson. We feel like we didn't want to be those same guys. We was those same guys. People do call us, oh, Blaze of Glory, them guys. Do try to tease the name, oh, bunch of geeks, all this nonsense. And knowing us now, we're not the same guys we was in high school. So the rebranding happened. It was basically time for rebranding. So the summer of 2007, we changed the name to Blaze Up Click, you know, stuff like that. Money Mal was doing the group during his time, but he pretty much took a leave at access because he wanted to focus on school, and we respected that. So we like Molly, whenever you come back, you're ready, stuff like that. We added you to the group
Hmm.
that year as well, yeah, and I'm not gonna hold you. You was a good addition to the group and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But yeah, and we thought we had something going during this time. We also had Tyler and Squirrel at it, and which I gotta say one thing about Tyler and Squirrel, they helped me out during one of my worst times. They basically rebuilt myself into, I guess a more happier side. They brought up my happier side even when I was doing hard times. So I got to shout out to Tyler and Squirrel for that. They played a big part of getting myself back, 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 back. You know,
Because what was crazy about when I got there, it felt at home because I seen Tyler and Squirrel, but
yeah,
I didn't really not like you see people all the time, but you don't really conversate other than what up.
yeah. I know.
That was my relationship with them too.
No, that's the same thing. Cause I didn't know Tyler Square Roasted, but one day, it was a time where it was Jern's birthday. It was me, Wandell, and Jern decided, yo, let's go to B Cow. Just randomly go to B Cow. Randomly, we went to B Cow that day. It was like basically post Robeson. So I met to David Goodman. He was happy to see us. Oh my God, it's been so wild. See us, see us, something like that. Tyler Squirrel was there.
Mm.
Tyler Square is right there and stuff like that. Then I'm like, oh my god, this guy. I'm like, oh my god, this guy. Stuff like that. But Major knew them, and that day we became cool. That day,
Mm.
Tyler Square became family that day. You know, and I was just like, yeah, I like, yo, happy that I got these bros as my brothers. You know, stuff like that.
Right.
But
So we as the Blazer like didn't really get to writing for like almost a whole 2 years.
yeah, yeah. I know I didn't want to touch that, but I could touch that. I could touch that part. It was true. It was true. It was a time. It was a time period where we call it the BS era, where we done more fun than we did in music. That's it. That was true. I could say that was the point. I feel like we lost the sight of what we were really trying to do. But then when Mally came back, officially came back,
He
and
was
Mally
like
was
the
like, "Yo,
glue.
let's do something." Yes, yeah. Mally was the glue that we was missing, though. Mally was the inspirational that we was missing, and I was happy we came back. I did want to make music. I mean, I didn't mind having fun, but fun wasn't the full point of the group. You know, the group was to make music, but we still have fun. But we was also a music group. So when Mally came back, he would definitely was the glue. He would definitely was the missing piece of the puzzle. You know, and even due to that, it was a whole bunch of conflict due to that. It was a whole bunch of conflict due to that.
So after a while we needed a place to like chill out and work
Yeah,
on music.
yeah.
We started with your stool,
That just didn't work out.
but I'm just like,
That
I
was
mean, me as a
that.
newcomer, I'm just like, hey, why don't y'all just come to my basement? Like we all outside on the stool.
Yeah, yeah,
Your family walking past us.
yeah.
We're not
That was a really.
focused.
I don't know what we were thinking there. That was a really bad idea. That was a really bad idea. That was a really bad idea.
So we started
So
going to the
you,
basement.
yeah, you opening your basement to us was like one of the best ideas that we ever did. I could hold you.
Yeah, we met up at least two times or 3 times a week whenever we could.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then we started to go down there and get busy.
Thanks. And it was a cool experience. You know, the basement. It was a cool experience.
So how much songs were in your songbook during that time?
Woo, woo. I ain't gonna hold you. I was writing since eighth grade. So
Mm, eighth
during
grade, I
that
didn't know that.
time, yeah, it was a long because my first song in eighth grade was a comedy song. The first song in eighth
What?
grade was a comedy song. Yeah, it was a song called Sun. It basically just like I went to the party, son. Or something. It was so stupid. It was something really stupid. A comedy song. I didn't take myself serious. Then I stopped making music. I wrote poetry for a little bit. After I wrote poetry, I started making music again. But even after that, from 2000 and I guess from ninth grade until when we would do Blaze Up Click, I wrote a lot of songs. I wrote over 300 songs.
Wow.
Over 300 songs. I even wrote a song for somebody in Robeson, for a girl in Robeson.
Wow.
I can tell you about a little bit about this. She wrote a song already. She wrote a song. I won't say the person's name, but she wrote a song. I told you who it is after. She wrote a song. She was getting into music. She wrote a song, and during this time, I was already known for songwriting. So people used to come to me about songs and stuff like that. So she showed me her song and stuff like that. She's thinking about getting into music. I got you. I'll help you out with it. So we write the song. I made a beat for her. I wrote some parts. She wrote the whole song with some parts. I did background vocals for her stuff, but it never went anywhere. But it was a cool experience to just start helping fellow classmates, with the music and stuff like that.
That is something, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, 300 songs, man. 300, 300 songs, yo. And that's one thing about me. I love music, son. And
Do you
yeah,
remember the day? Do you remember the day that we was in Union Square Park and we was writing songs?
I do remember that. I do remember, yeah. We used to write songs everywhere, son. We used to write songs everywhere. Like, we used
Before
to
we
write songs in
made a
the
plan
park.
to do it in the basement.
Yeah, you used to write songs in the park. You used to write songs. You used to write songs on the train. Me and you, like idiots, we brought our songbook to Coney Island. I don't know what we were thinking that day. I don't know what we were thinking that day. We brought our songbooks everywhere for
Because we
no
was really feeling the
reason.
music.
Yeah, we love music. We really love music, and that's how serious we was about it. That's how serious we was
So
about it.
I'm gonna discuss the three songs that we did.
All right,
I'm a Star.
shoot, I'm a star. I'm a star.
Remember that
I know.
process?
Yes, I remember that process. Originally, I'm a star with just you and Sands. Actually, it was just you at first, and you wanted Sands to be a part of it. You wanted
Yes.
Sands to be a part of it. Um, and I remember that process. Then now we had that low budget video. We had a low budget video on South East Seaport.
On YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, they got like a whole bunch of plays on there. Next thing we know, you wanted it to be a group song. You wanted that to be a group song. You wanted everybody to be a part of it. You even wanted me to be a part of it, but with really no space for me. So what I did was to basically be the background vocal, basically be the hype man of the song, and I made it work. But yeah, my star was a really dope song though. Also, you made the beat for it, so it was really dope.
Yeah. I'm a Star is like a baby for me. And then I really loved how the rap verses was delivered on there. Like it made it real good.
It really did though. Like every verse fit the song. Like and like the way you switch over, like Jern, then you, then saying, then Mally, like it's like a switch over, and then my little thing, and then I add my little thing to it. And especially when we performed that live, I ain't gonna hold you. It worked. Maybe we performed it live. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh, I was gonna get into that later.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna
So
explore that a little bit, but yeah.
we also did other songs like Rebound.
Rebound.
Now the writing of now I was thinking of Rebound because I was R&B inspired, so I just wanted an R&B song that worked.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was my mind coming into it. I was your mind when we elected you to be part of Rebound.
The same thing. I thought about was I don't want to say this guy's name, but was R. Kelly and Usher same girl came out around that time?
Um, I think so.
Cause
Maybe.
cause that cause that's the monster that I wanted to get. How I wanted Rebound was with me and you was during that time. Like we was like the same, like the like something like that basically. So I pretty much did have the same mindset as you, that I wanted to be like an R&B central track.
So we wrote that Sans made the beat.
Yeah, Sans made the beat, and Sans also had a verse on the song.
Yeah, Sans had the last verse.
Yeah, which really fit the song though. His verse really fit the song and stuff like that. And to be clear, because there's rumors out there saying I made a song about somebody. I made this song about nobody at all. It's about nobody. My verse was just something that I wrote. It wasn't about nobody.
And Rebound, we didn't have a lot of problems writing, like, as in writing. No, that song was actually
Yeah,
put together.
it really was. It was. It was. It was.
But we had a hard time recording it the right way.
Yeah, yeah. Until recently, we found the actual version that sounded really good, which I'm upset about that. We found the official final version that sounded really good. That
And
and like if we put and if we would to put that version out during that time, that song would have been bigger than the way it is.
sometimes I think that we should have shot a video for it.
I agree. I think I
Like,
think I think honestly I think all our songs we should do that video for all our songs, son.
yeah, because nowadays when it comes to music, the quickest way for people to get the fan base, they make videos and they put
Yeah,
the songs online.
yeah,
But I know that takes money, and at that time we were broke.
yeah. You know, as a fact, visual, put give people more of a better insight of the meaning of the song.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So, remember we brought that out. That was just a flop. Just a song
yeah,
that a
yeah,
lot of people who know us just wouldn't even mention.
yeah. I mean, I wish Rebound could have done way better than it did, but yeah. I feel like we pushed it out too quicker. I feel like we should push it out quick.
We was eager to do it,
Yeah, yeah,
and we was eager to get it done because we did it at Mally's man's
yeah,
house in Sheepshead Bay. We
yeah.
did it at Stratosphere.
Stratosphere. Yeah, we did Rebound or four different times. Like that was one song that was probably the hardest to record.
Yeah, and it's just the recording process was just tough.
Yeah, it was.
So, my homeboy Ray Sean, he was chilling around us. He started to chill with us, and no, that's my homeboy. So we just added him to the team, and then he started to make some beats for us as well.
Yeah,
Then our biggest hit ever came out of that, Teddy Overload.
Teddy Overload. Oh man. So I got to tell you how Teddy Overload was even invented. So one day, myself, Germs, and Rondell, we were walking on Ethan Parkway randomly. We just walking, talking, just a random day. We see some fine ladies. Rondell randomly said, "Teddy Overload." Me and Germ turn around. We're like, "Wait, what you just said?" That's a Teddy Overload. Like I made a beatbox. Germ rapping 16, 20 bars. And Ronda would keep saying Teddy Overload, and that's how that happened. Next thing you know, we went we went back to the basement. We presented to the team. Everybody like, "Yo, this is fire," and stuff like that. And yeah, and then next thing you know, Ray Sean's pretty much had a beat for us already. Basically, he brought multiple beats, and I guess we pretty much see which one was the best. And the Teddy Overload one, the beat that he had fit. He made it be strictly for that song. Like
He heard it once and just
yeah,
went home and did his thing.
basically,
That's what I got to
and
say about that.
yeah, basically, and the beat really fit. It really fit. Originally, Teddy Overload was myself, Roddy, Aaron Kinzo Sands, and RJB. Was on the original. We had two versions of Teddy Overload, and the version with Germs was on it. It was more explicit.
Yeah,
Yeah, my version was way explicit to be Mr. Gentleman. Before then, I wasn't Mr. Gentleman yet. I wasn't Mr. Gentleman yet. I was through Soulstar during that time.
Mm.
Which during that time I was on the verge of changing the name anyway. So during that time, album came out, Neo, yeah, the Gentleman, one of my favorite Neo albums. But
Oh
I
yeah.
started but I started thinking to myself, yo, maybe I should be Mr. Gentleman. But I wasn't sure if my lifestyle lived up to that name. So I asked many people, should I change my name to Mr. Gentleman instead of Soulstar? I know people crushed the name change. Some people are like, yeah, you should do it. It fits you. And they didn't know Mr. Gentleman was born. So the first Teddy Overload verse, it didn't fit Mr. Gentleman. It was my Soulstar, but then when we started to do it to the studio, and when the studio was like how no cursing on it, we had to completely change it.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely.
so first shout out to y'all for helping me out fix the verse, and shout out to your sister. Shout out to your
Hmm.
sister because she played a part of helping me come up with the better verse.
She definitely did. I remember that.
Yeah, so I don't think I ever shout her out for that, but she definitely helped me out with that verse. So shout out to her for that. And I gotta say, the verse I have now is a way better verse than I had before. It was pretty much the old version was mad explicit for no reason. Like I didn't get why it was so explicit, but yeah, yeah. And then on the other version, Mali took over for
Do
Germ
you
in the
tell
verse.
tell us what happened the day at the studio with Jer?
so
We
so
need the inside scoop.
yeah, so we was in the studio and stuff like that. We were recording Teddy Overload and stuff like that. And I'm not sure what happened with Jern, but I think Jern got really frustrated with the process, and Jern just pretty much left basically. He just left, and pretty much that was that. So we all just wondering like, yo, what we gonna do? Jern left. Jern frustrated with the process. You know, are we gonna wait until Jern come back and stuff like that? So Mally pretty much, just came in like, you know what? I got a verse ready for it. Let's do it. Mally was ready.
'Cause to me, during rehearsals, it seemed
Yeah,
like Mally wanted to be on it forever.
he did. He did want to be on it. And the thing about I wouldn't think about it. If I had to pick, I would want both of them on the track. But
Me too.
it's like how I'm a star. It's like how I didn't really have a verse on my star, but I still managed to play a part in it. The thing was, I wanted both of them on the track. I wanted both of them on the track and stuff like that. And that's the suck. That was the part that sucked because both of them could be on the track. You know.
It wasn't
But
no space for both.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when Molly jumped on it, you know, I could say, even though I love Jern Virgin, it was so raw, so dope. Molly brought more of that radio feel to the song. Like it was more radio with Molly on it, though.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. But like I said, both Virgil was good. Like I said, I would have both of them was on the song. That would have been amazing. Both of them on the song would have made the song even greater. But yeah, but Teddy Overload, still a legendary song to this day. I was on this podcast, Better Call Daddy podcast, talking about the song, telling her that it played on multiple stations. It would play it on college station. It would play on underground station. It would play it on Power 105. It would play it on Power 105, and I still upset that I did not hear the song on Power 105. I know you upset that you didn't hear it on Power 105. I'm upset about that.
Of course, still up to this
You know?
day for that.
Yeah, I was upset about that. And I remember when that happened. I was at work. I was at work in New York Cold. I was doing overnight. Next thing you know, I'm coming out of work. I got my Twitter was blowing up. My Twitter was blowing up, and people would say, "Yo, Kim, we heard y'all on Power 105." I was like, "No, y'all didn't. No, y'all didn't." Next thing you know, more people, "Yo, we heard you on Power 105, Teddy Overlord." Like, stop playing. Then more people, and I'm like, "Yo, what the? How everybody hearing us on Power 105? We didn't hear ourselves in Power 105." I was so upset. I was so upset about that. But yeah, Teddy Overload was just a legendary song. One song that I could have seen a video for one song that even in this today's generation, that song could be on the Billboard chart. That song could take over the TikTok charts. That song could be big now. You know, I believe that. I believe that. I believe that.
Oh man. And you know what was crazy? The fact that I was still in college, so
Yeah, 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 yeah.
the um the fact that a lot of my classmates caught wind of that song, and like I think you used to meet me up at college and stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Next thing you know, people used to see us walking up J Street. They're like, "Yo, those the Teddy Overload boys."
We had a whole name and everything. Teddy Overload Boys. We had a whole name and everything, yo. Those are the Teddy Overload Boys. Oh
When they
man,
used to see us walking up downtown Brooklyn.
facts. The Teddy Overload Boys, man. Don't tell me Overload Boys were famous though. I told you, we were famous. Oh shoot.
For the time, it was kind of thing because I never seen so many people share the song and retweet the
Me
song.
either, yo. Me either, yo. So much
I
people
go
share
places now, they still mention it. They still
it.
talk about it.
Same here, yo.
They
Same here.
probably got it on their YouTube save.
As a fact, YouTube.
There was a lot of downloads, right?
It was a whole yeah. Because remember, MySpace what happened around that time. We have over more than 5,000 downloads of that song. Also, we was on Reverb Nation, and we
Mm-hmm.
download a lot on there too. Like on YouTube, we had like over 3,000 downloads, plays,
3,000 plays. Yeah.
and even SoundCloud we have a lot of on there too. So like, the song is a hit. It's like a download all over. Like people listen to our songs, man, believe it or not.
Nah, I can imagine the fact because when we went out to perform at the Bowery
Ah, the Bowery. Bowery.
and we
Yeah.
made that famous video,
Ah, the first time, yeah. Yeah, that was yeah. We
and then the
definitely
person who was the people who was in the Bowery was reloading our stuff
for real.
was like that Teddy song. I'm like, come on, remember?
Yeah, oh gosh. No, I ain't gonna hold you. Those were the days, son. Those were the days.
That's
Like it's
something that people remember us for the rest of our life,
for real.
whether they want to admit it or not. So yeah, so it's crazy that we went to the studio, recorded a lot of songs, but we didn't get to release more songs than we were supposed to.
Yeah, I think that's the part when it comes to us doing music. I think that's the part that I probably regret the most. I want to do more songs. I want us to release more songs, and I want cause we the thing was we had a lot of ideas for a lot of songs. We just never got a chance to record them. And the other songs like Hometown, we recorded it. It just never got put out. So even with, like I mentioned on the trilogy, even the Virgin with Germs on Hometown Heartache that never got a chance to get recorded.
And I
Even her
wanted,
verse too. Yeah,
and I wasn't even part of Hometown. I let y'all do y'all thing and wanted to see how that would do.
yeah,
So I remember that,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
was
But
dope.
yeah, but we had a lot of other songs. You had Fantasy to Reality. We had Caramel Dreams. We had Cruising. We had Sunshine. We had a lot of songs, yo.
Are you ready for me?
Are you ready for me? To take it to the room. Yeah, we had a lot of songs, and a lot of them did not get recorded. And I think this is one thing that I regretted about us doing music is to not put out as much songs as we should.
Yeah, because honestly, since we weren't in a label or anything,
Yeah,
at that point we could do what the hell we want. Like most people
yeah,
who do SoundCloud at that time or anything else, they were putting out like 20 to 30 songs on their SoundCloud.
yeah. And plus, we didn't like my we didn't have at the time we didn't have no studio to make music. We didn't have no enough money to go to the studio every
That
week
as
to make a
well.
song too. So I think that was another
That
downfall
was
for them.
those. We had obstacles. If
Yeah,
anybody
yeah,
listening to us right now,
yeah,
we wanted to do music, but we had a lot of obstacles in the way. And since we
yeah,
didn't have a label backing us up or nothing, it was our pocket money doing
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, stuff like that. And then as time went on, a lot of our mindset changed within the music. You know, we some of us lost love for it. Some of us went to new directions, and others kept going with it. You know, after a while, you know.
So tell me about the breakup with PUC. What was going on through y'all head during that time?
I know for me, um, I know we were on the verge of being to come back. I remember we had a idea with when we had a song with DJ Khaled B, and
Hmm.
that was like a soft comeback and stuff like that. We was on the verge of come back, but one thing during that time, my grandfather passed away, and
Oh yeah,
in my mind, I guess my
he
mind when it came
wasn't
to
in it.
news, yeah, my mind just wasn't in it when it came to news no more. You know, it just wasn't there and stuff like that. It was just one of those things that yeah, I guess I just ready to do something else.
I know
And
that with
you know,
Ty and Germs, they was just not with it
yeah,
no more as well. I seen
yeah,
that.
yeah, Jerry, yeah,
They just stopped coming to the basement rehearsal. Come
yeah,
on.
they've been checked. Yeah, Jerry and I've been checked out during that time. I know for me it was because my grandfather passed away, and I guess my love for doing music was just pretty much gone. And also, during that time, I started to partying a lot more, and I started to slowly to get into the promoting thing slowly. But I wasn't fully there yet though. But it was slowly getting there.
So I want to talk about one more thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Summer Bashment Part One.
Summer Bashment. Oh boy, Summer Bashment, legendary party. You know, the idea started from you. 'Cause you wanted
Yes.
to have you wanted to have a party in your basement, with your friends, and you want to see what we could do. And I was like, you know what? I was wasn't sure about it.
So
Like, you sure you want to do this, Roddy? You think it will work? Right? Like, yeah, let's do it. So like,
so I
you know
want
what?
to say something here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So my parents was throwing parties out of that basement for decades, for a long time. And then, we got to the age we was already like 18, 19. So I said, you know what? They always throwing random parties here. Why not I want to do it for once.
mm-hmm.
So of course I asked them. It's all right. Of course, we got we had to do a lot of moving stuff out the way and stuff to clear the
Yeah,
basement, and we had to prepare for it. Now you have food prepared for us and everything.
yeah, yeah,
Think I bought a speaker and everything for that too, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
No, the caution wasn't the first one, right?
Yeah, of course, you was the first one. Yeah,
So he had his equipment, his cousin.
yeah.
So what do you remember from the first one?
First one, it was a lot of people. The first one, it was like I want to say probably 40 to 50 people. The first one,
Mm.
I believe it was 40, 50 people. A lot of people from Robeson came. Ricky, Sam, um, Juliana came out. Your brother twins came out that night, and the first one was really cool. First one was cool. people was wild. People was wild in the first one. The people running out saying F Brownville and bugging out, but the first one was fun. First one was fun. But
So
I
this
knew
was
first one was fun. But I knew we could have done better.
this was our practice on trying to host events.
Yeah, yeah,
So before the actual promoting came about, this was us hosting our first event.
yeah,
No, we
yeah,
had the space already. We had to pay for the space. We just had to supply drinks,
yeah,
liquor, music, and the people.
mind you, we were through Blaze Up Click through this time. It was 2009. We were through Blaze Up Click through this time.
Right. So we were spreading the word because Facebook was on fire and Twitter was on fire at this time.
Yeah, and our Blaze Up Click page was growing crazy. It was we had a lot of people on that page.
Mm. So the first one was a soft smash.
Yeah,
Was a soft smash. I personally had a lot of family members there, so I
yeah,
was dancing with Julie most of the night.
yeah, yeah. I did a couple of people. It was a fun night. The first one. First one was a fun night, but
But
it
the
was
second one,
okay. Second one, G Louise.
bigger, more people. Go ahead.
It was legendary. Second one was legendary. Oh man, it was a wild night. Second one was a wild night, and chaos. Yeah, crazy. It was a big success. A lot more people came out. A lot more friends came out. A lot more new people that we knew, during the year came out, and
And quite honestly, I think everybody was dating somebody at the time, so their girlfriend brought out friends.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's a fact.
So I remember I was talking to Sam. He was saying, "How did so much people come that night?" I was like, "Word." Somebody told all these girls brought their friends, all these dudes from around my way, my family, and then you got a whole mix of people.
Yeah.
So it was.
So we even had Bless and Chris there. And one under the red light, one under the green light. Blue
Well,
light.
let me explain that.
Oh shoot.
So we had the party. I had my cousin prepare the food. You know, we had DJ Emperor, DJ Caution. They of course invited people as well, not
Yeah.
only us.
Yeah.
Um, my mother had bought us some lights to put in the party because those lamps you could just take out the bulb,
Yeah.
and that was the color ones. So we put them up to make it look a little, nice in the party. Kind of did work a little. The ambience, what do you think?
No, I mean the lights wasn't bad. The lights wasn't bad. I just didn't think that game member gonna come under a red light and blue light. I didn't think that was gonna. I didn't think that part was gonna happen. That was like one of the wildest things I've seen that night. And
The liquor was done quick.
way quick, son. Way quick.
I think Germs drank too much. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was done way quick. I think our bartenders had something to do with that too. Cause we had three bartenders that night. I think they play a part in that. With the liquor going so quick.
It
And
was quick. I think we had to run to the store a couple times.
yeah, yeah, we did. And I think one also was so much drama that night. There was so much drama that night for multiple reasons. Multiple reasons. It was so much going on that night.
But when you get so much people in one place, there's always bound to be drama, especially when our homeboy was talking earlier that day about bringing both his girlfriends, like a deep dumbass.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, yeah. We had to get into that, but yeah, that was
No, I'm just adding on to what made the drama.
yeah. No, I know. And one thing, I made up with three girls that night. Well, two of them was my exes, and one was a new girl that I met that night. I was wild. I was wild myself that night. You know, yeah, a lot happened. A lot happened that night. A lot happened that night. But it was a fun night though.
It was so much. I mean, it was crazy because it was my house, and me and my little sister couldn't even contain the chaos. Like it was just so much that we couldn't even like hold it down.
Yo, it felt like one of those TV shows. You know when the TV show would have those house parties and they get out of control and you couldn't control it. It felt like that. It felt like that. I'm not gonna hold you. It felt like that, yo.
They called it Project X,
Yeah, Project X.
but
Yeah,
it wasn't Project X because
it
Project
was
X had a lot more stuff.
it was a way more. It had a way more stuff. Project X was way more stuff.
But it was, but if anybody listening, it kind of was elevated to that extent. That's the best way I can put it, right?
Yeah, it felt like it felt like an episode of Degrassi when Degrassi had those house parties and it would be crowded. Then a random fight break out. Yeah, it felt like that.
I don't remember that episode, and my basement was so hot because the AC
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that Caution had bought the day before was not even like elevating the whole room.
Yeah,
So people wasn't even staying down there. And I
yeah,
can't blame them,
yeah. And there was a whole lot of people outside. Like a whole
which
lot
was
of people.
bad.
It was crowded. Yeah, it was crowded. It was crowded.
It was crowded too, so people couldn't stay down there too.
Yeah,
So it was bad because I wanted people to come back in
yeah.
to not draw attention to the police in the area because you're in East New York. So
Yep, yep. East New York. Yeah,
so you already know how that goes.
thanks.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, East New York is yeah,
Police just fuck with you for anything. But yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that summer bashment too was the craziest thing we ever did. Like
It was yeah.
when I tell you that guest list was extremely long,
It was yo.
you would have thought that everybody that we personally knew was there. But that
Yeah,
wasn't the case.
yeah. I honestly I didn't think like I knew it would be a success, but I didn't know it would be a success like that. I knew some Bachelor Two would be better than the first one in terms
No,
of
that was the
yeah,
expectation.
yeah.
You throw a party.
Yeah, I knew
The
that. Yeah,
first one's a soft startup. The second one's supposed to be the all right. We did this before. This time we got to do better.
yeah. But
That was
I
my
didn't.
mind state.
No, yeah, but I didn't think the thing was I didn't think the turnout would be as successful as it was because
Mm,
I wasn't prepared for how big it was. I wasn't prepared for that either.
yeah. And then we was trying to do Rondo birthday.
Yeah, yeah, and
We he bought his cake and
it was a lot, yeah, a lot happened, yeah, a lot happened.
we couldn't even cut the cake. So Rondo came the next day for the cake. And then
Yeah,
my
it was.
parents were so mad that we just said we not doing the party here with y'all again. We just didn't want to stop people from drinking and having a good time. It was just a lot, man.
It was a lot, but at least
And
we
then we
got
all had to take turns DJing because the DJ left.
yeah, yeah, and even I did some DJing too when I wasn't supposed to be a DJ. Even I did a little DJing for like
I'm
and
glad you I'm glad you did because me and my sister was stressed. We was
yeah,
trying to hold the fort down. It was just
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, because it was your sister. I DJ for 10 minutes, then Jern DJ, and then I don't know who else, but there was a whole bunch of switching that night.
Yeah, man, I tell you.
Yeah,
So yeah, man, that was the Summer Bash 1 and 2. Um, so yeah, Ken, this was the first part of the interview. This was good.
yeah, yo. It was a good conversation, Roddy, but it's way more. It's way more to go. Way more to go.
So we'll be back for more Star Time.
Dog time is time for part two later, son. Time for part two later. To be continued. To be continued.
To be continued.